Faster than a speeding bullet. More powerful than a locomotive. Able to leap tall buildings at a single bound. Look, up in the sky. It's a bird. It's a plane. It's Superman.
Yes, it's Superman, strange visitor from the planet Krypton, who came to Earth with amazing physical powers far beyond those of mortal men, and who, disguised as Clark Kent, mild-mannered reporter for a great metropolitan newspaper, wages a never-ending battle for truth and justice. Today, Batman and Robin wish fervently but vainly for the presence of Superman, as, in imminent peril of their lives, they dangle from the pontoon of a speeding amphibian plane high above the Pacific Ocean.
Hang on tight, Robin.
I am, but this wind is pretty strong.
Uh-oh.
What's the matter, Batman?
Feels like the pilot's trying to shake us off. And if he does, we're a pair of dead pigeons.
Gang, do you know that if you live to be 70 or over, chances are you'll spend at least 20 of those years asleep? Do you know that 7 out of those 70 years will be spent walking and playing and sports? That 5 months of your life will be taken up in tying shoelaces and 7 years going to the movies or theater? What's more, 1 whole year will be spent gabbing on the telephone. And furthermore, if you live to be 70, you'll probably spend 2.5 of those years eating and another 2.5 chewing gum. And just for the record, you'll be kept waiting for 3 years and spend 4 hours a year wiping your nose. Well, now, how do you like that? Pretty strange, isn't it, to see our everyday doings boiled down to cold mathematics? But one thing is good about cold mathematics. It helps us to see things clearly. After all, if you spend 20 years sleeping, just to give an example, you'll want to make sure you get the most out of the rest of the time when you're awake. And one way to make that part of your life the best possible is to have good friends. Too many of us take our friends for granted, or just don't bother taking the time to make friends. Yet anyone who has ever had a real good pal can vouch for the fact that there's no one better than a fellow or girl who'll stick by you through thick and thin. The people who are lucky enough to have such friends are also smart enough to know that friendship can't be based on such unimportant things as the amount of money a fellow has, or the kind of house he lives in, or the church or synagogue he goes to, or where his folks came from. They don't bother wrinkling their brains over such trifles. Instead, they make and keep good friends. How about all of us doing the same and having the time of our lives?
And now, the adventures of Superman. Deadly radioactive diamonds, which are being smuggled into the United States and endangering the entire nation, are the objects of a desperate hunt by Superman, the famous Batman and Robin, and the police. While Superman searches every inch of Metropolis for an agent of the smuggling gang, Batman and Robin followed a clue to Shanghai, China, where they caught up with a leader of the gang named Roger Kilfern, whose headquarters were in a houseboat on a river. In the furious fight which followed, Kilfern escaped and had almost reached the shore when Batman and Robin sighted him and dove into the river after him. Swimming the river, the dynamic duo scrambled up a steep bank in the darkness. Now, on a narrow road flanked by the Black River on one side and the woods on the other, they see the bulky, white-garbed Kilfern far ahead, escaping in a swiftly drawn rickshaw.
Look, Robin, there goes Kilfern in that rickshaw.
I see him, Batman.
Come on, after him.
Right. Can you see how many guys are pulling his cart?
Just one. They got a good start. We'll get them.
Well, listen.
Save your breath and run. Come on.
Hey, I don't see Kilfern anymore.
You will. As soon as we make that turn in the road. We're gaining on him. Now, wait a minute. Hold up, Robin.
What's the matter? What are we stopping for?
Kilfern isn't on the road.
Well, then he must be up ahead someplace.
Look, you take the river side of the road. I'll take the wood side. Keep moving ahead. And keep your eyes peeled for the rickshaw. Now, let's go. How you doing, Robin?
Okay, but I could use a brighter moon, Batman. It's pretty dark.
Well, you'll have to get along with the moon we have.
I suppose so. So far, I can see nothing but a lot of black river and some lightning bugs. How about you?
Yeah, same here.
I hate to admit it, Pappy, but I think the fat gent gave us a slip.
Wait a minute. I see something. Slow down.
What do you see? Where?
Over there. The edge of the woods. Come on, follow me. Here we are. Look, Robin.
A rickshaw.
Yeah, an empty one. Kilfern and his rickshaw boy ditched it here.
And took to the woods. Oh, brother. Now we'll really have a sweet time finding him.
Yeah, I'm afraid so. Wait a minute, Robin. Robin, there's a trail here.
There is?
Yeah. See? It goes through the woods.
Hey, what's that?
Sounds like a plane engine.
A plane engine?
Yeah. Straight ahead and up this trail.
But a plane in the woods? How can that be?
I don't know, but we're going to find out. Step on it, Robin.
Step on it yourself. I'm breathing down your neck.
Great Lucifer. Look.
Holy smokes. An airstrip out in the woods.
Yeah. And that's Kilfern climbing into a plane. Come on, boy. We got to stop him before he gets away.
I'm afraid we're too late.
Maybe not.
But the plane is starting to take off. How are we going to...
The pontoon. Latch onto it.
What?
Yeah, we've got to. We can't lose Kilfern.
But they're taking off. We can't make it.
Quick. Jump and grab the pontoon.
Okay, Pappy. Here I go.
We made it, Robin. We're hanging on.
Yeah, but for how long?
Hurling themselves through the air, Batman and Robin seize the steel support of the amphibian's pontoon and are borne aloft, dangling from their precarious position. As they cling for life, the plane zooms out over Shanghai Harbor, still climbing, then straightens out and heads out over the dark, endless sea far below. As the wind rips at them, striving to tear them from their dangerous perch, Batman and Robin each slip a leg over the pontoon, then, straining desperately against the rushing wind, pull themselves to a sitting position, and there lash themselves with their ropes. But then, suddenly...
What's the matter, Batman?
Feels like the pilot is trying to shake us off.
Christopher Columbus. We're dead pigeons.
Don't be too sure. You may not be able to because we're lashed on.
Oh, boy. Here's hoping.
Well, so far, so good.
You stopped trying, Batman.
Well, that's a relief.
Say, where do you suppose Kilfern and company are headed for?
For the island he spoke of, I hope.
You mean the one where he said the radioactive diamonds come from?
Uh-huh. Kilfern knows he can't use Shanghai as a shipping point anymore. Now we're on to him, so he comes.
What the...
Hang on, Robin.
I am. What gives?
I think we hit an air pocket. The weather's getting rougher, too. We better save our breath and just hang on.
Yeah. This is getting pretty rugged.
How you doing, Robin?
I'm stiff as a board, thank you. But I'm glad that storm blew out. Hey, look, Batman. I see land up ahead.
Yeah, you're right, Robin. Looks as if it might be an island.
That's what it is, all right. Seems to be a funny hump on it. Uh-oh, we're starting down.
Yeah.
You think that's Kilfern's Island?
Could be. We're heading down to it, all right. Get your rope untied, Robin. Hurry.
Check. Oh, doggone it. The storm got the knot wet.
Hurry up and get it untied. If we're still on this perch when the plane sits down, that's all, brother.
You're telling me. There, I've got it.
Good. Now get set now.
For what?
We're going to make sure the plane is going to land on the island. And if it does, we'll bail out into the sea.
Yes, me. At this height and speed, and without parachutes, that's suicide.
We're pretty good acrobats, Robin. If we go in head first or feet first, we'll have a chance.
Some chance. If I were an insurance agent, I'd never write a policy for you, Batman. Or for me.
Cut the kid. Now get ready.
All set, Tubby.
Okay. Now hold it till I give the word. And then let's go and pray.
Don't worry.
Okay. Now, let go, Robin.
Releasing their holds, Batman and Robin plummet down toward the Black Sea and rushing surf far below, tumbling wildly head over heels as they fall. We'll be back in a moment for the startling climax of today's episode. So keep listening.
In one of their shows, gang, the famous funny men, Olson and Johnson, used to play a little trick on their audience. In a darkened theater, they'd suddenly announce that a lot of spiders had broken loose. Then suddenly, little objects would start dropping from the ceiling into the orchestra and balcony. People would scream and wiggle around until the house lights went up again. Then they'd sit back and look sheepishly at each other, for they'd see that what they imagined were spiders were nothing but little beings. They were all taken in by what we call the power of suggestion. And that same power of suggestion can be used by unscrupulous individuals in a way that's far from harmless. Because just as imagination can make beings feel like spiders, so can prejudice give a wholly false impression of people. So when anyone tries to tell you that another individual is inferior or not to be trusted simply because he has a slight accent or because of the manner in which he worships God, it's time to turn lights on the truth revealed by science, which tells us that there is no master race that no group has a monopoly on intelligence or good looks or honesty or charm. By meeting and observing all kinds of people yourself, you'll learn that in the really important things, they're no different from you are. They want to make friends like you do and enjoy the blessings of living in a free land like you do. When you can see that for yourself, gang, you won't let the power of suggestion play tricks on you.
And now, back to the adventures of Superman. Landing in the sea near an unknown island, Batman and Robin fought their way through a fierce surf. And now, as the first faint rays of the rising sun cast a thin light from the horizon, they wade out of the surf and up a pebbly beach. Above them, through thin, stunted trees and brush, they can make out 3 long, low houses like squat barracks, which are seemingly made of stone, but which gleam with a strange, iridescent glow. Before them, on a cleared strip of land, rests Roger Kilfern's plane. And as Batman and Robin leave the beach and move cautiously through the sparse brush toward the strange buildings, 3 men step out from one of them. In the faint light, they appear oddly dressed and grotesquely hooded.
Get back, Robin. Don't let them see us.
Okay, Batman. Hey, what are those 3 guys wearing?
It looks like deep sea diver suits.
What's the idea?
Search me and let's...
Well, that's what?
I just thought of something, Robin. This is the island where the radioactive diamonds come from.
It must be.
Then those fellas may be wearing those garments to protect themselves from radioactivity.
Uh-oh. You mean...
I mean, if the diamonds are found here, this whole island may be radioactive. And we're being exposed to the rays.
Well, maybe that's why
And the men are starting down this way. Come on, Robin, back to the beach. We'll swim around the island and... Robin, what are you sitting down for? What's the matter with you?
I don't know, Batman. I feel awfully weak.
Here, I'll give you a hand. Hey, I'm starting to feel weak, too. I can't stand up.
Batman, there's an orange circle coming out on your forehead.
What?
Yes. Just like on those people in Metropolis.
Great, Luce. There's one coming out on your forehead, too, Robin. It's the radioactivity.
Oh, no.
Yeah, it's got us. Robin, I'm afraid we're done for.
Unable to move as the deadly radioactive rays steal the strength from their bodies, Batman and Robin can only wait helplessly for the approach of the 3 grotesquely garbed men. Don't miss tomorrow's thrill-packed episode, fellows and girls. Tune in, same time, same station, for Chapter 15 of The Secret of Meteor Island on The Adventures of Superman.
Superman is a copyrighted feature appearing in Superman DC Comics magazine and is brought to you Monday through Friday at this same time. Watch for the Superman Adventure serials soon to be shown at your local movie theater. This program came from New York. Stay tuned to your mutual station for Adventure Parade, which follows in just a moment. And right after Adventure Parade, you'll hear Tom Mix and his Ralston Straight Shooters. This is the Mutual Broadcasting System.